Welcome to Options Day. Welcome to Options Day Trading for March 6, 2015, presented by WavesOfProfit.com. I'm Scott Patton, your host, and joining us as usual is Alan Maxwell. Hey, Alan, what happened today?
Well, today's been a good day. The market was in transition, and anyways, the last week, and today the market really fell off in the afternoon, which was great for us. Other people would be like, no. So I'm going to show you just the ordinary kind of trades that we had in the morning, but later in the morning there were some really good ones. So we're just going to start you out with the boring ordinary, what we call the bread and butter trades. So here we are with TWC. It's looking pretty good here. It's not quite ready, but then I'm moving forward 1 minute, and you can see how much it jumped up, and that's where I said I'm going to hit the buy button. So I already hit the buy button for us. And so we're going to move forward, and we're looking for our usual 10%. And you can see in just a few minutes, boom, there it is. And the market was with us. So we're keeping our rules, and it did keep going a little further, but we don't care. We just say thank you. We'll follow our rules. The next one was Apple, which also was looking good in the longer period. That we thought, well, if I get a green move, and you can see it's set up quite nicely here. If it just goes a little bit more, then we make our 10%. So will it break the high? I already hit the buy now on the call side. And it's like it retraced a little bit, and you go, oh no, but this is normal, and that's why we have the replay. It's like, well, is the rest of the market still with us? Yes, it is. So be a little bit patient. We're at 7%, and there's our 10%. And again, it went actually a little bit further, but we don't care. And so the last one for the morning here is Boeing. And Boeing's been doing really well and then pulled back a little bit in recent weeks. So it looked like it was ready to go up again, at least a little bit. And I thought, well, let's try that, because that looks like a healthy trade that won't be a bad thing. That's mostly what we want, is something that looks like it'll be okay or positive. So it goes sideways, and then it starts to do what we expect it to, and then there it is. And that's all I was hoping for, was to get up to about there, and it does that. And that was 14%. So I just want to show you what actually happened the rest of the market. This was clearly where I would have got in, and I've talked about it before, about buying stocks like SPY, DIA, which is the Dow Jones Industrial Average, or Q, or IWM, any of those market indexes. They can be really good when the market is strong. They're easy things to trade. But we're just going to go follow this one through. So I already hit the buy put now. And so at this point, it's pulling back a little bit, and you go, well, I don't know. But then the market does what you really know it's going to do. It's the previous low. It just looks like this thing's just going to drop like a rock. And so it's hesitant at first. I'm just going to walk you through it. Within, did it stop there? No. How far did it go? Well, you're 50%, which is usually my maximum, and I say thank you. But at this point, the option was worth like 80% more. And did it stop there? Well, I don't care. It's good enough. Well, if you want to hang on to the end of the day, I think, yeah, you could have been up like 120% at one point.
Wow.
But did we know that the market was going to drop like a rock? Yeah, we did. How do we know? Well, we talk about that in the training. So that was pretty much it. And just to give you an idea, if you look at any of the indexes, well, this is the basket, and we teach people about the basket. It's like, you broke the risk zone on the basket, I think you're going to probably be having a red day. So if you would have bought any of the indexes, like here's Q, what did Q do? Well, of course it did the same thing. How about the Dow? Did the same thing. I mean, you can't hardly tell them apart. They all look kind of the same except for IWM. It's like, aren't they? No, they're different. But that's the point. When the market runs red, you can get just about anything, but you really want to pick the ones that are the better suited to fall, and that's what the few things you need in the training are. It's like, well, how do you know which one that is? Well, Does it have a red R right there? Well, it does. Well, good. It's probably one of the better ones. So that's it for today.
Wow. So that's what you call a super home run.
Yes.
And you have to be in the market in order to hit it, and this doesn't happen every day. And in fact, this is why we talk about not being greedy and taking your 10% in 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
However, there are times once you've got some experience and practice in where you look at it and you go, hey, I've seen this before and I recognize this pattern, and everybody is bailing. The Titanic is sinking.
Mm-hmm.
Goody goody, because fear and greed rule the market, and greed is what pushes the price up. Come on, baby, another penny, another dollar, let's go. Fear is what drops the price out of it. I gotta get out of this thing at any price because, oh my God, look at what it's doing. And if you happen to have a put on that, you are in really good shape.
Absolutely.
And you sleep good tonight because, hey, you aren't in the market. So any funny stuff that happens overnight or over the weekend, because this is Friday, no worries.
Yeah.
Awesome. So do you have the summary page to just show our viewers?
Sure. 1 second here. Here we go. I didn't close out the SPY one, but that's okay. So TWC.
Yeah, that's right.
3 minutes, 15%. Apple was 9 minutes and almost 10%, and Boeing was a little bit longer. That was 12 minutes. Went sideways for a while, but then it really paid off at the end and gave us 14%.
Wow. So as traders, of course, you can do whatever you want. We recommend one trade at a time, and this today just happens to show you that you could do one trade, get into another trade, and then get into another trade, and have done all three. And that's, we usually say, make your 10% and then go to the beach. But on today, you could have done three concurrent trades and made 15, 10, and 14%. Not bad. Good job, Alan.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it was easy.
I could see you worked hard on this. That's the other thing. It's not about working hard. It's about working smart. Yeah. And we're working. Forget the 4-hour work week. We're looking at the 40-minute work week here.
Yes, we are. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for joining us, everyone. And if you want to know more about this stuff, head over to www.wavesofprofit.com. There's a link in the description below or along the bottom of this screen telling you a more specific place to go if you're just starting in options to take our introductory options course on Udemy. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.